another of Liberate's Learning Professionals series. Today I'm joined by Nadia Higgins, one of our learning experience consultants here in Queensland. Thank you for joining us, Nadia.
Thanks, David.
One of the things that clients ask us a lot about is the world of accessibility. Can you tell us a little bit about that space and what should clients, or when you're out there designing for accessibility, what should we be thinking about at the first stage, that design stage?
Okay, so I guess the first thing we need to think about is accessibility actually required? Think about the audience, those types of things. If the role that the person does is not going to be a role that would be completed by somebody who may have accessibility issues, then is it really a necessity for us to make the module accessible?
Yeah, so I suppose really defining whether it's needed, how big the audience is, whether it impacts the rest of the audience.
That's correct. And also, so when we're in the design phase and we're looking at accessibility and those types of things, we need to be looking at alternative options. So if we're going to have audio in a file or video in a module, then what is the alternative for, say, somebody who has a visual impairment? How are they going to know what's being said? So that's like inclusion of transcripts, that type of thing in there.
Okay, fantastic. So when we're in, I suppose, trying to make a module as interactive as possible, what are some of those other techniques that we need to think about? Because we're probably all used to a variety of drag and drop activities or link this together, but some of that probably doesn't work for someone who's got accessibility needs.
That's correct, David. So you need to be thinking that they need to be able to use the keyboard for any of the interactions. So things like drag and drop, unfortunately, aren't accessible, so can't be used in accessible modules. However, you can still use your drop-down options, those types of things, because you can still click and use the keyboard to move through those. So it's just about finding an alternate way to present that information.
Fantastic. So we've gone past that instructional design stage and we got onto the development stage. What are some of the things that we need to be thinking about that from a visual point of view and actually building it in some of the rapid e-learning tools for clients?
So we need to be looking at colour contrasting. So when we're thinking about the background colour versus text colour, that's really important. Even like one slight variation in a colour can affect whether somebody with a visual impairment can see that clearly. So it's really important that we use those tools and make sure the colours that we do use in the modules are accessible to people.
Fantastic. And I suppose you've got some very rigorous testing tools to make sure that you can pick that up for those people with those needs.
Absolutely. There are so many tools out there that you can use to make sure that the colours will be accessible and to the different levels. So there's different accessibility levels based on WCAG. So there's A, AA and AAA, and depending on that there's different requirements in the colours that you use.
We could probably cover a whole different series on that piece alone. So going on from there, probably talking about some of the things that we need to cover off on in terms of developing the module. We spoke about colour contrasting. You mentioned earlier about closed captioning and transcripts. Can you talk us through a little bit about that?
So there's different alternatives that you can use. You can just simply put a transcript button on a module that they click on that and it brings out the text that's covered in with the video or the audio file itself. With videos, there's different options depending on the authoring tool that you're using. So you can have a closed caption file that just appears timed with the audio, but is actually separate from the video itself. Or you can put the text directly onto the video and then insert it into the module. So there's different options depending on the authoring tool and the client's needs.
Fantastic, Amy. Well, thank you so much for joining us. A really great insight into the world of accessibility and development and design. So I really appreciate your time today. And for those of you who are watching us, please don't forget to reach out, look into this background. We're happy to help you. We've got wonderful people here to support you. Thank you again for joining us.